another video. A few years ago, I published my first book, and it went on to become an international bestseller within just the first few weeks. Now, ever since then, I've been getting income from that book every single month, and writing and publishing that book was one of the best decisions that I've ever made. I get a lot of people asking me about how to publish their own book and how much does it cost. Some of these people have already written their book and they're just trying to figure out publishing options and what's out there. And then other people just have an idea for a book that they want to write and they're not sure if it will be worth all their time and effort to write the book because they don't know if they will actually be able to get it published or if they'll be able to afford to get it published. So in today's video, I just wanted to clear up the air a little bit about how much it costs to get your book published and some different options that you can use to make that a reality for yourself. Now, if you get a legitimate publishing deal where a publisher actually chooses your book and really wants to work with you and really wants your book to be successful, then that will not cost you anything. In fact, if it's a halfway decent deal, then they will give you a sizable advance, quite possibly even before you finish writing the book and give them the final draft of it, but they just give you that money so that you are able to not have to work and focus on the book because they really want the book to be finished so that they can publish it because they're excited about it. But if you are not in that situation, and honestly, that situation is becoming more and more rare as the book market has become more and more saturated and publishing has become so much more competitive. So nowadays, those types of excellent book deals are really quite rare. So we're talking about other options here if you haven't gotten a book deal. And by the way, I do have another video about self-publishing versus traditional publishing. So if you're on the fence about that or you're trying to figure out which one is right for you, then I will link that in the corner up there so that you can go check that video out. But for today's video, we're going to assume that you don't have an awesome publishing deal, and that's why you're trying to figure out some way to publish your book for free. So let's talk through these two different options that you are facing. The option that you used to have, the only option you used to have, was to pay to self-publish your own book. Now, even in old dollars, even before inflation, this was a process that cost several $1,000s. In fact, it was pretty common to invest over $20,000 to self-publish your own book. And this was money that you had to pay upfront, quite possibly before you had any guaranteed sales at all. You had to commit to a certain minimum and order, say, 1,000 or 5,000 copies of your book, maybe even more, and you had to pay for all of those before you even received them. So as you might imagine, this was pretty cost prohibitive. First of all, you had to actually have the money or else take out a loan. And then second of all, you were really putting yourself out on the line because you didn't know if you were going to be able to sell any of those books and you might just be wasting your money. Now that option does still exist, but it's not a good option. And so that's why I'm going to share with you how to publish your book for free. And so if you're wondering how much does it cost to self-publish a book or how much does it cost to publish your own book, the answer is it doesn't have to cost you anything. And that's because of some wonderful new services called print on demand. Now, print on demand simply means that copies of your book are only printed as they are demanded by customers. So that means that you don't have to buy a big volume of books up front. In fact, you don't actually have to buy any books up front. You can take advantage of an offer from one of these self-publishing companies that does print on demand, give them the digital files for your book, and then they will print one copy whenever someone orders a copy. And the reason this is so amazing is that that means that they don't have any costs up front, and you therefore don't have to pay anything up front. In fact, you don't have to pay anything ever, because every time someone orders a copy of the book, the publishing company gets paid the money from the customer, let's say perhaps $15, and then they use about $5 of those dollars to cover their costs. They keep about $5 of those dollars as their profit, and then they give $5 to you as your profit. And that means, like I said, that you never have to pay anything. You just make a commission every time one of your books is sold. Now, I don't know if $5 sounds like very much or very little to you per copy of the book that is sold, but that's actually a little bit more than you would normally get with a traditional publishing deal. And so this really is an incredible opportunity. Now, one thing that you might wonder is it difficult to get the option to do this? Like, do you have to apply and get approved or something like that? Or do you have to get a publishing deal basically? And the answer is actually no. You can just sign up with a service that does this, and they are not checking your book to see if it's like good enough or if they like it or anything like that, because they, like I said, don't have any costs up front, and so they don't actually care if you never sell any copies of your book. They would love it if you sold thousands and thousands of copies, but they're willing to take any book. So you just have to sign up, just like you sign up for a YouTube account or for a Gmail account or anything like that. You're just signing up for an account with the self-publishing company, and then you can self-publish as many books as you want completely for free. Now, if you want to invest a little bit of money into the process, then you certainly can and potentially get better results. For example, when I self-published my book, I chose to hire someone to design the cover, and I hired someone to help me edit it, and I also hired someone to format it. And all of those expenses all together cost me around $700, but I could have chosen to do any of those things by myself, and then it could have been completely free. I just wanted to hire other people to do those things to get the best results possible so that my book had the best chance at being successful, since I had put so much time and effort and love into writing it. There are a few different companies that provide these self-publishing print-on-demand services. The most popular one is called CreateSpace, and I'll leave a link to them down below. They're the company that I used when I published my book a couple years ago. And one of the great things about using CreateSpace is that they're actually an Amazon partner company. I think that they started as an independent company originally, but then Amazon bought them or something like that. But now Amazon owns them, so they're an Amazon partner company. And why that is great is, first off, that means you know you can trust them, okay? Because we all know Amazon is a trustworthy company. Also, I had a great experience with them, and a lot of my clients have had really good experiences with them too. So I'm very sure that you can trust them. But second off, it's great because they are so closely tied to Amazon. It's very easy to get your self-published book onto Amazon from CreateSpace. It's a few clicks of a button and it's on Amazon, and it's a completely seamless process. So it's not only easy, but there's also just no hiccups with it. They have created all of these systems so that you can publish your book on CreateSpace and then it can be on Amazon basically the next day. There certainly are several other companies that provide similar services, and some of them might offer slightly bigger commissions per book sale, so you might want to check out your different options. Although, like I said, I did have a great experience working with CreateSpace. So I'll link a few of those different options down in the description so that you can check them out. I think that that's pretty much everything for this video. I just wanted to share with you how much it costs to self-publish a book, and that you can publish your own book for free, because I regularly get emails from people asking me how much does it cost to publish a book, so I just wanted to answer that in a video. If you have any further questions about the self-publishing process, then you might want to check out my bestseller book launch workshop. It's a very comprehensive workshop that really teaches you how to launch a self-published book, because getting the book published is obviously fairly easy. CreateSpace or whichever company you choose will really walk you through that process. But once you self-publish your book, there's absolutely no guarantee that you will make a single sale. Now, chances are you will sell a few copies, to your mom and some of your friends. But if you want to sell more copies, then I'd really recommend that you check out the bestseller book launch workshop, because I walk you through the entire strategy that I use with each of my clients that has turned many of their books into international Amazon bestsellers. So I'll leave a link to that down below also. And if you have any other questions, you can comment down below and ask, and I try to answer every single question, comment that I get on my channel. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, make sure you hit the thumbs up button to help other people find it too. And also subscribe to my channel. I make 2 videos every week about entrepreneurship, intentional living, and success, and I would love to have you join me for the next one. One more thing, I just wanted to remind you guys that Startup Society is launching next month, and if you're not already on the wait list, then make sure you click the link down below so that you are the first to know when doors open. Startup Society is a complete training program that teaches you everything you need to know about making money online, whether that be starting a proper online service-based type business or doing a digital marketing type business and launching your career as an author. So if this sounds like something that would be beneficial to you, that you would appreciate, then make sure you get on the wait list now so that you don't miss this opportunity. Thank you again so much for watching. My name is Gillian Perkins, and I hope to see you again next time.